Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I'm waiting for someone to come on. Okay, I was trying to wait for someone to come on, but they're not. No one's coming on yet, so I'm just gonna get started. I'm trying to keep it down for the sake of others. So, if hopefully you guys will still be able to hear me clearly, but I don't know if you guys have saw. It's so crazy because I hear it. But I don't know if you guys saw that new docu series about Nickelodeon. It's crazy. I already knew about it, but I didn't watch it. But my youngest sister, she actually recommended it to me. She was like, I didn't even know that that was what she was recommending to me because I didn't know the name of it. I didn't remember the name of it. But she was like, yeah, Davina, you should watch Quiet on Set. At first, it sounded like she was saying something else. And then I finally got the name. But I still didn't realize that that's what it was. And then she was telling me that, yeah, it's about Nickelodeon, etc., etc. So I watched it the other day. Happy birthday, K Morgs. 12:32. Happy birthday. Welcome. So yeah, and I'm going to try to make it short. But yeah, I watched it the other day, and so many interesting things came out. So if you guys didn't watch it, especially if you grew up watching Nickelodeon in the 90s and early 2000s like I did, I would advise you to watch it. I grew up watching all that, Kenan and Kel, all these different shows. Even the newest shows I would watch with my younger sisters because they're like a lot young, not a lot, but they're younger than me. So they watch totally different shows than me and my brothers would watch, but I still would watch some of those shows with them if, I was in the room with them. But all in all, like just finding out so much information, finding out that uh, it was so many predators on set. A very popular, I'm not going to say the person's name because I want you guys to watch it for yourself. Ended up getting molested while working for Nickelodeon by someone that was not the producer, but someone that was working, that was on, that was in some of these shows. They You have to watch it, okay? And I remember seeing the producer dance, the person that ended up being a producer for shows on Nickelodeon, Dan Snyder, on all that all the time. He will always be on that show. Well, a lot of times he will be on that show, and it's just crazy how this was swept under the rug for so long. These things, even with the person that got molested as a kid, from the person that worked for Nickelodeon, um, they kept it a secret for so long, but now things are starting to come out, and that was just a reminder to the live stream that I did, um, the live stream and the things that I said previously about justice is on the way. And that was even more confirmation. It's like God been using my little sister in different ways to show me different things too with her recommendations of shows and movies. So shout out to my little sister. All right, but yeah, it was just confirmation of God saying like yes. Even God told me. I'm sorry. It might seem like I'm rambling a little bit, but sometimes my thoughts just come to me, and I just have to get it out. But it was even crazy, or astonishing that even the show that God told me to watch earlier today had to do with justice being served. I thought, it was a show about crime. And I'm like, I don't want to watch anything about crime or anything like that. Why am I hearing to watch this? So I finally just caved in, or, decided to watch. And it was just like when I when I saw what was being taken place, the person, of course, most criminals are gonna lie and say that they didn't do it, but it's like the person, it's that same scenario that God has been showing me. Just because somebody is saying that they didn't do something doesn't mean that they are telling the truth. It doesn't mean that they didn't do it. And this type of person, they need pressure on them. But God's not telling me to put pressure on anyone, or God didn't tell me to release that to put pressure on someone. But it was just basically, it was just confirmation. That show, Quiet on Set, was confirmation for me, for just showing us that justice is coming. Full justice didn't happen for that person or for the people that were that spoke out, but some things did happen. Like the guy, one of the, I'm just going to say, one of the people weren't able to work for the, they got fired from the network. I think two of them, and one served a little time, but full justice didn't happen. But praying that it does. And even the show that I told you guys that God told me to watch earlier, justice ended up being served for about that program that I saw. And of course, the person was keep on denying it, and they were like a charismatic person where you would, sorry if you hear any background noise, where you would feel or that the person is telling the truth. So I just wanted to encourage you all to just remember to keep the faith and just know that justice is still on the way. That's for many of you guys, many of us. But let's get into some questions. If you guys have any questions, make sure that you leave them in the comments. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. And make sure you guys watch that if you haven't watched it. Okay, Quiet on Set. It's not free, but if you don't have, I think it's on Max. If you don't have it, it's just $9.99 with ads. Just make sure you cancel it right after so you won't get charged for the next month. If you guys have any questions, make sure that you leave them in the comments. All right. I didn't have enough time. I ended up not having enough time to write down different dreams today, but I was able to get one down. Okay. I'm going to be working on getting a laptop so that I could just access the internet while I'm up here or whatever. It'll be a lot easier for me for different reasons. So I'm working on things with this channel. Just know that. But this one, it says, I had a dream, and I believe this is a new follower. I had a dream that me and the guy were picking out T-shirts. We picked out shirts with blue and pink designs. And then I remember seeing a baby girl with slick, I'm sorry, slick curly hair. She was complexion or caramel complexion. Okay, so I like this. This is showing the future. A lot of times God can show you your future kids in a dream, and even like a potential spouse as well. So I do like this. Obviously, when I first read Blue and Pink, I knew that had to do with a baby before I even read the rest. It reminded me of like a gender reveal type of thing or a baby shower. The blue and pink, and it was T-shirts. So yeah, that really reminded me of a gender reveal. Um, and you were able to see a description of a baby girl, so that's amazing. So you had description of, you were able to see different features, I'm sorry, of this baby girl having nice slick curly hair, and she was caramel. You got to see all these things. Hey, welcome. Hey, John, welcome. Okay, nice to see you here. So a lot of times God will do this. He has done this to many different people, where He will show them their future, or at least a glimpse of their future, and He can show you different features of your future kids. He could even give you and reveal the name that you should name your kid before they are born or before they're even conceived. And he could also show you your future spouse and even potential spouses. Someone that could be a potential, because we all have a choice. You can't go against anyone's free will. But the person that God would want you to be with or that he sees is a good fit, he could show you that person ahead of time. So yeah, I believe that this is what it is with this tram that's very beautiful. So I really like that, and I just encourage you to stay stay encouraged and stay close to the Lord. Does anyone else have any questions that they would like to ask? If you have any questions that you would like to ask, make sure to leave them in the comments. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. I'm trying not to make, I'm trying not to um, speak too loudly. Okay, well, I see no one's not conversing back with me. Um, I was looking forward to one person coming on that I spoke to earlier today. I would, like I mentioned before, I wasn't able to get or catch all the dreams and write them down. I normally write them down or print them out, but I didn't have enough time to do that. So please excuse me for that. But I do like for you guys to come on and just bring in the questions that you have and that you want answered. But I guess I'll see you guys later then. Um, yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll let you guys know when's the next time I'll be live or whatever God leads me to do. All right. I love you all so much, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.